Hi everyone, welcome back to Dragon Image. Today we're going to follow your suggestions and actually do a tutorial video on how to do a high key or a perfectly white background shoot. So come with me and let's take a look. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, we do not have a perfectly white background, so it's not high key yet. To make this job easier, I'm using a light meter. A light meter basically measures the amount of light in a particular area. Because we're doing video today, we're going to be doing everything in ambient, but if you're a photographer, you'd be doing this in the flash mode. Okay, let's start with our first light. Okay, so here we're using a 2-in-1 flash head. The reason I've chosen to use this unit is because it comes with a 1000-watt modeling lamp, which means for video it's perfect. If you're also a photographer, you can also use it for flash. But you can use anything to get a high key shot. You can use redheads, blondies, HMIs, LEDs, and a range of other light sources. If you're doing video, I recommend fluoros because they give you a nice soft distribution of light, and with the Light Pro series you actually have mirrors on them which help you focus the light, meaning that you can get a nice even transition of light from one side to the other, especially good for green screen. Now I'm going to turn this on and we'll take some readings. Okay, so we've got our first light on and we just want to take a reading of the background now so I can show you how it's a hot spot on one side falls off to the other side. To take the light meter here, all I need to do is click it. Tells me F16, F16, F16. Go to the middle, suddenly you get F11.9, F16, F16. And here we're getting F11.5, F11.8, and F11.7. So as you can see, we've got a hot spot here that's coming around, and it's a fall off down this side here. To compensate for that, I put on my second light source. Now what my second light source is doing is adding more light to this side and adding more light to this side. So now the reading should be a little bit higher. So F16, 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 F16. So on this setup now, the lighting from one side to the other is exactly the same. And there we have a perfectly white background. As you can see in this shot, I've got very harsh lighting coming from the sides. This is because I've chosen to use standard reflectors. Standard reflectors aren't ideal for controlling light. So you can use other accessories such as softboxes and barn doors grid sets, which will give you more control over the light going forward. But in this case, we've chosen to use polyboards. So I'm going to go grab some, set them up so you can see the difference. So as you can see here, the introduction of the polyboards has controlled the light coming forward, meaning that now I don't have that harsh lighting around the edges. And there we have it, a nice perfect white background. We haven't concentrated on the foreground lights today for the subject, but that's very subjective. But if you're photographing something and you want a nice smooth flat lighting, I recommend either softboxes or umbrellas. And for fashion stuff or glamour, I recommend strip boxes and beauty dishes. For more information, come into one of our 3 stores in Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane, or visit us on www.dragonimage.com.au and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. To view more videos, go to YouTube and Vimeo. Thanks.